Hey, welcome back. Our first current weather shot of the day comes from Galesburg, getting a bird's eye view of the Galesburg Amtrak station on this gray and rainy Tuesday, although it looks like some sun in the back there down in Galesburg.
Well, if it did happen, it was very brief. Let's put it that way. But we needed some of the rain out there. I think a lot of us would agree on that. I mean, we'd had, I would say, as low as a tenth, of which unfortunately I think took place farther south of the Quad Cities. But we did have rainfall amounts close to a half an inch of rain. We had about just over 3/10, and we were kind of talking about hoping to get the higher end of that rainfall. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Looks like we're kind of done with any more organized rainfall for a while. But looking from our Bridgepoint camera, I think we got maybe even a little mist that puts your wipers on that real long delay mode. Kind of like that, yeah. So we may have to keep that going for at least a couple of more hours across the area. Because of the clouds, because of that moist laden air, temperatures have really not done much. Only got as high as 46 degrees in the Quad Cities. Now we're currently at 44, northeast winds at 10. And you can see how saturated that air is when you factor that dew point temperature with the air temperature. Very close together, a sign that the air is pretty saturated. Pretty wet. Lots of 40s you can see across the board, from 40 degrees in Stockton to 49 in Burlington. Well, Macomb, though, you're looking okay at around 51 degrees. But it's been a wet one out there. We saw that take place last night with that first wave. Second wave came in the wee hours of the morning, even had some claps of thunder with it. And then this wave coming in right around the lunchtime hour, fading his way off to the south and east. Of course, all part of that weather system that now has pulled his way off to the east, but the clouds are lingering farther west, and that's what's going to hold in our forecast overnight. But at least it stays on the dry side, which is good. And I think we'll keep that dry weather going for the rest of the work week. This is system number 2. We've been talking about this for days, and the model still remain rather consistent on the track, keeping as far south as we can. So even though we're not going to expect to see a lot of sun going in the next several days, at least we stay dry as the main rain axis should stay down to our south. Of course, this will also provide a nice little swing in temperatures as we go through the work week as well, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. Here's our future track going all the way into early morning hours at 5 a.m. Yeah, we're just socked in the clouds, but that also means that temperatures aren't going to fall too much. So looking at upper 30s from the Quad Cities points northward, maybe around 40 along the Highway 34 corridor for overnight lows. This is your Wednesday. Clouds throughout lunchtime, clouds throughout the afternoon, even heading into the evening hours. But you notice there aren't any raindrops around. So like today, we don't expect to see much of a climb in temperatures. I think upper 40s will be very common once again, and maybe around Burlington, Macomb, just reaching that 50-degree mark. Now things change in a big way because as a system comes in from the southwest, it's going to pull that southwest wind, allow maybe even a break or two of some sun. That would be nice, but reaching a high of 60. I'm going 60 on Thursday. And then we'll get some cooler winds coming on Friday, dropping that temperature around 52. You may remember Thursday and Friday earlier this week, or going the weekend, we thought we'd be seeing a lot of rain around here, but that storm system is way down to our south. So we'll see some clouds still, mostly cloudy skies on Friday, and then brighter skies take over as we head into Saturday. But what about the rest of our weekend? Well, I would say Sunday's going to be your weekend's best. Why? Because, yeah, we keep the sun, but we see those temperatures flirt again near 60 degrees. And then as we make our way into Thanksgiving week, we may be talking a few showers rolling in come later on Tuesday, but gets a little cooler still as we get to Thanksgiving Day itself, where we are looking at those temperatures drop around the mid-30s. Now, after Thanksgiving, we could be talking about some passing snow showers Friday morning. Too early to say, is that going to produce any accumulation? Right now, I just don't see it, but it may lead to some more wet weather going into that following weekend, and that's where we could still be talking, Shelby, maybe a rain-snow mix, but I keep saying it, it's a trend. We don't have all the pieces there in our puzzle, so we'll have to keep an eye on it in the days ahead.
All right. Thanks, James.
You bet.